Hello everybody, it's Mike Paterson from White Turtle Adventures, and I'm here in southern Alberta, Canada at Taber Provincial Park. It's a beautiful little park, and with today's amazing temperatures, I thought that I should get out and enjoy some of this beautiful weather while I could. So I headed out to the park to do some hiking and just to do some exploring today. I want to talk to you a little bit about van life. And specifically, I want to talk to you today about living in a van when the weather's not the best and when the nights are long. So stay tuned. Well, if you live in Canada or if you live in the northern part of the U.S., you're going to know that we get a lot of bad weather, whether it be cold, whether it be rainy, where I am around most of the time, windy. The nights can be long, and for a lot of people, when they get involved in van life, they really don't take this into account. And a lot of the people out there are they're getting into van life or bus life or RV life without a lot of information. So I want to address some of that tonight. One of the things specifically that I want to address is I want to talk about what do you do in a van for 24 hours a day. Now, we've all seen the Instagram accounts that have these amazing, beautiful pictures of the people that are out there that are on a sunny beach, or the people that are out there doing all this different stuff. And it's just amazing, and it looks perfect, and you just can't help yourself but want to do it. We also see videos on YouTube of these people that show you their beautiful drive, and they show you going out and enjoying this nice weather, sometimes not even the nice weather that they get to enjoy. And we get to see all of that as well. And we never are told, or not many people will tell you, what it's really like to be involved with van life. Because if you watch a 10, 15, 20-minute video, even a 30-minute video, that's only 30 minutes of somebody's day or their week or maybe even their month. What do they do the rest of the time? Well, if you're getting involved in van life, I strongly suggest that you get to like yourself an awful lot, because you'll be spending an awful lot of time by yourself. And you'll be spending it in a tiny, tiny space. If you are climbing the walls and going nuts in a small apartment, if you are going crazy in a house, especially during the wintertime when it is so dark outside and there's so much night compared to the day, being in a van is not going to be much better. If you don't get out and enjoy the outdoors when you're living in an apartment or a house, you're not going to enjoy the outdoors when you're living in a van. It just won't happen. Many people who actually live in vans, who are honest about it, will tell you, wintertime sucks. It is not fun. Being in a van for 22 or 23 hours a day is horrible. If you think that getting up in an apartment when it's dark is nasty, well, guess what? It's just as bad as getting up in a van, even worse sometimes, because you don't have all the same amenities that you have at home. So, if you're going to get into a van living, RV living, tiny home living, bus living, ambulance living, whatever it is, whatever alternate living you're going to get involved in, you're going to need to think an awful lot before you get involved in it. Now, do I have any suggestions? I have a few. First of all, I love my van. I love everything that I have in it. I love that it's pretty much my home. I've got a light in it here that actually belonged to my father, and so that reminds me of him. I've got some other stuff around here that reminds me of different family members and such, and I love it because it feels just like home. In fact, it is my home. It's my home away from home, and I really enjoy it. So first thing is to make your van comfortable for you. I don't care who builds it for you or if you build it yourself, but put in the things that you want in the van. That light that I have in the van, it's important to me. The stuff that I have here, the spice rack that I have with my spices and stuff, it's stuff that I want, and it makes it a lot more like home. So the first thing is make your van like home. Second thing is find something to do in your van that is going to keep you busy, because watching movies get old really fast. You can sit in a van and watch movies only so long before you start going nutso. So find something that you want to do so that you can pass your time while you're in a van. It will really help you. Next thing is, get used to or enjoy being out of your van in all weather conditions. When it's 20 below, I still go for a walk. When it's 20 above, I go for a walk. When it's windy, I go for a walk. Sometimes I have to drag myself out, but I still go for a walk. When it's nice outside, I go for a walk. Get yourself into a routine to start enjoying being outdoors and learning to put up with the different weather conditions. It will help you a lot as well. The other thing, and this is maybe the last resort type of thing, but if you're going to get involved in van life, maybe consider keeping yourself an apartment or a room somewhere, or renting a room just for the winter months when it is nasty outside. Now, if you live in a perfect paradise, maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe that you live somewhere where it's ridiculously hot in the summertime and you'll want to rent the room. But do something so that you have a chance to be able to get away from the van and go someplace where there's the heat or the air conditioning and you're not constantly fighting it in a van. Is it giving up? Is it not living van life? No, it's being honest. I know a number of people on YouTube that tell people, I live in my van, and they don't live in their van. They're in their van once or twice a week, and that is it. They're not van living. They're using their van like I use my van. For them to tell you that they're in their van all the time, it's not true. It is not. They're living with a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a mom or a dad, or they have a place and they go out and they do some traveling. And sure, they're using their van. Great. But they have a shop they go to where they fix up their van. They have friends that they go stay with, and so on and so forth. So if you have to, maybe consider getting yourself a room or a basement suite or something when the weather's not nice. Last thing is, a lot of people, and I know tons of people, suffer from SAD, seasonal affective disorder. I'm actually going to do a video on that. But it is something that I've heard people in vans and small homes and so on and so forth mention time and time again, that when the weather's like this, they have a hard time being in their vehicle. So if you want to learn about that, one of my future videos is going to talk a little bit about that. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today. If you liked the video, click on the like button down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be notified when I do another video. Have yourself a great day. Get out and enjoy the beautiful weather wherever you're at, and have a wonderful time doing it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.